So now that I've shown you guys how to make Boba Fett's iconic helmet, it's time to tell you guys how much this prop actually costed. In today's video, I'll break down the cost of everything it took to bring this iconic Star Wars helmet to life, along with what you'll need to make a prop just like this one. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. As always, when filming these types of price videos, I'm gonna give you guys the grand total at the end of the video. But since we're only talking about this helmet in this video, I'm gonna compare the prices between Etsy and eBay and other places you can get a Boba Fett helmet to the price that I paid also at the end of the video. It's going to be a little bit different. I know I usually talk about it prop by prop, so like this prop, then this is which I paid and what I paid on Etsy and eBay, but we're only talking about this helmet today, so all of that is going to be at the end of the video. Moving on from that and starting it off, I paid $24 for a pack of 2 on Sunlu filament. You can get these packs of 2. I usually do black. I always love doing black. It works perfectly for my printers. You can also do red and blue. I like to do red and blue, or you can do any other color. I avoid white. Do not print in white filament because when you sand that down, you're not going to know what you're sanding or what you're looking at. So I always try to do darker colors, and black seems like the best one because you obviously can see the white sanding marks on your prop. You could do red and blue. Red and blue shows up pretty well as well, and I know Sunlu does deals on red and blue, but just for the sake of this, for what I paid for this Boba Fett helmet, I did black, and I did 2 rolls of Sunlu black filament. I used both of the rolls, and I paid $24 for those 2 rolls of filament. Moving on to the sandpapers, I paid $12 for the circle sandpapers this time. I know I usually get the triangle sandpapers in every single one of my videos, but this time for this helmet and for my rest of my Boba Fett props, I used the circle sandpaper and I paid $12. It comes with 60, 120, 140, 180. It goes all the way up to 2,000, and you get so many. Like, look at this. Look how much sandpaper I have left over. You get so much with this for $12. So that's what I paid for this. And I also had a hand sanding kit as well that I bought. I got this hand sanding kit for $10. It comes with this little hand sandpapers right here. Boom. It comes with these little sandpaper kits right here. I paid $10 for the entire sanding kit. It comes with 60, 80, 120, 180, and 240. It goes all the way up as well. It only maxes out at 240. This is a game changer. It is so good to hand sand. This gets into those details that you can't really get when you palm sand. It gets into everything you need. You can sand inside the house as well, and so if you don't have time to go outside or it's raining or something's going on with the weather, you can come inside, you can sand. Just make sure you put a trash can down so all the dust falls in, doesn't make a mess. This is a game changer for only $10. I highly recommend you get a hand sanding kit and you mix the hand sanding kit with the palm sanding kit as well. You do both and your prop is going to look insane. So I paid $12 for the circles and $10 for this little kit right here, and that was all. Now moving on to the spray paints, I used a total of 4 spray paints for $28. I used this Rust-Oleum filler primer. Like I say in every single one of my videos, this is the primer to get. I know a lot of people like to use wood fillers. I know a lot of people like to use Duplicolor primers, but this Rust-Oleum filler primer has done the job for years. So I highly recommend get you this one. If other ones work for you, if you like the Duplicolor, if you like other primers, go ahead and use those. For a recommendation, I'll always recommend this one. The 2-in-1 filler and sandable is the one I used to get, but it doesn't fill as much, and you can also sand the normal filler primer as well. So I highly recommend to get this Rust-Oleum filler primer. Going from the Rust-Oleum brand, I use this as a base coat and this green as an overcoat. Boom. I used those 2 as a base coat and an overcoat, and it worked perfectly fine. I did also have a Regal red. I'll throw it up on the screen here. I don't have it anymore. I used that for the helmet as well, but we ran into many issues coming with this helmet using that red and ripping it off, like the method I told you guys in the Boba Fett helmet video where I used the tape and ripped it off to get this kind of worn effect. We tried to do the same thing on the red, but the red did not stick, so I had to use hand paint for that red. So that's why I'm still counting the price, because I paid for it, but it did not work in the end for this actual helmet. But it was $28 for those 4 paints, and then for all of the hand paints I paid $10 because Craftsmart hand paint is so cheap. It's not the best. It's not the best hand paint to use and get, but it's so cheap and it's worth it if you need to touch up and stuff like that. I don't recommend using it how I used it with the whole thing. It still came out fire. I don't recommend doing that. I recommend using it for like touch ups and stuff like that. But these are all of the paints I use for the hand paint section. Boom, these are all 5 right here. I'll probably have some B-roll up just showing all 5 because you guys can't obviously see all 5 of those. But on this helmet, we have the red, of course. We have the black at the top right here for the antenna. We have the metallic. I love using this metallic hand paint, so that's probably the only hand paint I recommend going really crazy with. But all the Craftsmart hand paints did their job perfectly. I tried to find different brands of hand paint, but I couldn't find the colors that I needed. So if you desperately need to use hand paint, I'm gonna take back my last statement of saying only use it for touch-ups, because it does work for main props and main colorways that you need. So if you desperately need it, I would do it. I would try to go find some other ones, but if you really need it, it'll get the job done. Got the beige right here, got the white right here, the black in the inside, more beige, then the metallic I was telling you guys about, and then the black right here. And then for all of the red, as you guys can see, it was all hand painted on because it did not stick when we did the rip method and everything else we needed to do. The red spray paint did not want to stick, so we had to use all of the hand paints here, and it still came out beautiful. Now moving on, last but not least, we have all the assembly and all the parts that makes the Boba Fett helmet what it is. First things first, gluing everything together, I got Loctite. I always recommend get yourself some Loctite. Boom, right here. This stuff burns into whatever you're doing, like 3D printing, foam, wood, whatever you're making, cardboard, whatever you're making with your projects. This stuff burns into that and it will mend it together for an unbreakable bond. I always recommend getting Loctite. Loctite, I know you guys are watching this video yet again. You know what I'm about to ask. Y'all got my email. Hit me with a sponsorship. I love you guys. Thank y'all for making such a good product. I paid $7 for that Loctite. It's very, very cheap. You can get it at Home Depot. You can get it at Lowe's, any home appliance store. I think Michael's has it. Loctite is very easily accessible and it's very, very cheap. $7 for that. Moving on to the visor, as you guys can see, this visor I have there, I paid $14 for a pack of 2 of these visors. These are very, very good ones. I know the file I got it from is Galactic Armory. They sell visors as well, but I didn't have enough time to get it from the actual website that has it for this helmet, so I just got it off Amazon for $14. They sell it for a pack of 2, very, very cheap, and you get multiple uses. So if you mess up or you need it for a different prop, you can get the visor and you can use it any way you need to. So $14 for that. And last but not least, we have the padding. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this very well on camera. Boom, right there. We have all the padding I use. I paid $20 for this airsoft padding. I will have some b-roll of the padding as well. $20 for that, and that was basically it. You can use this padding any way you want to. You can throw it in any type of grit you want to use, any type of design you want to use, patterns. You can do whatever you want with this padding. If you need more padding, you can throw more. You can stack it on top of each other. If you need less, you can put less. This is really good padding. I highly recommend it. It was on Amazon. It's airsoft padding, so if you ever did airsoft or paintball or stuff like that and you need to throw some padding in your helmet, you know they're going to have good designs, like military grade design padding. So that goes beyond saying. And that was basically it for all the assembly and everything that I put together for this helmet to make it actually come out as the Boba Fett helmet. Now for the grand total, putting everything together, could I get a drum roll please? I paid $145 for this helmet. Not bad at all. This was very, very cheap, and the $20 more, it was $125, but I put $20 more on because of the model. The model was $20 as well, so not bad at all with all that together. Now comparing the prices between Etsy and eBay, yet again, I have one for $330. I have one for, I believe, $280. I have another one for $950. Now don't get me wrong, these helmets are all gas. These are all fire, and their work needs to be appreciated. So it's probably all labor on why they cost so much. Like I said in my other price videos, if you were to do this entire helmet yourself, you will be cutting that price down by 50%, 75%, almost 100%. It is way more worth it to learn how to 3D print and do it, and it's a much better and smarter investment in my opinion. But if you don't have access to those resources and tools, these are available to you, and I'm glad people on Etsy are selling their props and their creations for people to buy and enjoy as well. And a lot of people are selling templates too, so you won't even get the full product done. You'll get the template, and then you'll have to sand it down and paint it yourself, then pay more as well. So that's why I highly recommend it. Again, I have nothing against people making their own props, putting it on Etsy, and having people buy it and enjoy it, because that's what we're doing it for as well, to have everybody have a good time. But yeah, $145 right there, not bad. I didn't expect it to be that low. I thought it was going to be close to the $180 to $200 mark. It is surprising on how cheap you can get a prop done if you really look for the materials and stuff like that. Also, if you have a lot of rollovers, this will cut your price down even more. I just thought about that. If you have rollovers, say you had extra Loctite laying around, say you had extra filament laying around, say you had extra paint laying around, all of that, like me, I'm just saying, if you were to do everything fresh, this will be the cost you would have. But if you had all that stuff laying around, you would have even more money, or even more of a cheaper cost at the end of the whole entire prop. So that's why I say, let's get into 3D printing and making it yourself, y'all. But that's all right there. On that note, I thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is going to be a quick video just explaining the price. I did not want to put the Boba Fett, the jetpack or helmet, jetpack, and gun and armor all in one video, because that would have been like an hour long, an hour and 30 minutes long, and I was not trying to edit that. No, hey, don't come after me, please. I was not trying to edit that all down, an hour worth of footage. So I was like, I'm gonna just split it all into 4 different videos, and people can decide which video they want to watch and see, and what curiosity piques them and what price. I hope y'all watch all the videos. Hey, I hope y'all watching all the videos though, but I just wanted to make it separate so it doesn't just clump up all in one and do it like I usually do it. So this is part 1. This is the Boba Fett helmet. The next video will be the Boba Fett gun and then the jetpack, just like the 3 videos of me creating all this stuff and talking about it as well. So these will be coming out soon. These will come out way quicker because they're way smaller videos. This video is probably, if I had to guess, like 15 to 20 minutes long. It's not that long at all. These will come out way faster. I'm going to try to double upload, triple upload them, and get them all done in a week or 2, and just to spam them out so I can get it done. But that's all for that right there. Next thing that's coming out that I'm making is going to be Black Clover. It's going to be Asta's sword, the Demon Dweller and the Demon Slayer. I know y'all are hyped. A lot of people on IG is hyped for me to start making that, so that is going to be the next thing I make. I'm actually going to start that as soon as I get done recording this video, so stay tuned for that. And I also have Jabber's Lamp remaster coming soon, so stay tuned for that. We have a lot of plans and a lot of stuff that I'm trying to work on and get done. But without further ado, I'm gonna let you guys go, get out your hair. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and continuing to support me throughout. We are almost at 1.5k. I do want to hit 2k soon. I've been grinding. That's a lie. I have not been grinding. I've been gone. Yes, I've been gone. I've been enjoying my summer a little bit, so I haven't had the time to come back. But now on that I'm back, I'm here to stay, and I will continue to get these videos out for you guys, so don't you worry about that. I have a tendency of making outros long, so we're gonna cut it short here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, your night, whenever y'all motherfuckers is watching this video. And as always, keep designing, making, and building, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.